Welcome back everyone to our machine learning session. So in the previous session, we have done till here, we have configured and we have submit by taking computer instance. We have taken the sample data, we have chosen our decision tree, and we have split the data. So all these configuration you have already taken into consideration. Now is the time to evaluate the model, how you are going to get started with it. When you are going to click on this evaluation model, what exactly you can do. Now there is one more thing which I would like to share over here. Now you are going to go to the component and here you are going to write to class. When you are going to click onto this, there are two class logistic regression also. There is two class average perception also. There is two class neural network also, which you can take into consideration. Now, when you are going to use this component, it is going to run the analysis on this particular tick. So as of now, we have taken two class boosted decision tree. Once you are going to take that, that is two class neural network, it is going to work on that. And there is multi-class neural network also. There is two class decision forest also. There is two class boosted decision tree which I have taken. There is two class support vector machine also which you can take. So all these regression models, depending upon what data set you have and what exactly the output which you are going to get, so all are going to take the consideration. So taking those as consideration, you are going to create the model. Now, why I have taken this data, or you can say this decision tree, because it checks the data accuracy on each node. Like if you are going to take this particular node, when you are going to run it, it is going to validate that. It is going to validate the step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, all the 7 step. It is going to validate, means it is going to check the accuracy at each and every step. Then only it is going to go onto the web input, where you are going to publish or connect any application or data set with it, and it will be published or deployed. So that is going to be the end step, and I'm going to show you the next part in which you are going to run and you are going to see how your model is going to work by putting in the inputs, what is the age, how you are going to do that. So let's quickly get started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take that back. All right. I'm going to click onto it and I'm going to delete. Let me put and delete. So you can just have to select and you have to delete. Now I'm going to show you after training model what you are going to evaluate and how we will be doing. Model with the score model. We have taken the split data which was left to score the model as per confusion matrix. This is how it runs. Now we are going to evaluate the model. When you are going to connect it to the evaluation of that model, now the evaluation is going to take place. Now we are going to visualize how evaluation will be taking place. Basically, evaluation is going to tell you the graph. When you are going to click onto that option, it is going to show you a graphical representation. You can see the curve and you can see what exactly is going to be the accuracy of the product. The accuracy of your project is 79%. 0.72 means 79%. And if your prediction is better than you can say 50K, because that is what we have kept as positive, and negative is less than anything less than 50, it was negative, means it was not, means your appropriate model is not working, right? True positive and true negative are the scores, all right, and therefore we calculated it as per the accuracy percentage of it. Now, when you are going to talk about positive and negative, there it creates your confusion matrix to calculate the actual percentage of it. I'm going to show you what exactly is the formula of your confusion matrix. Let's understand that this is your true, and here is the confusion matrix formula. True positive plus true negative divided by true positive plus true negative plus true negative plus true positive. This is your confusion matrix. Now, once you are there, then you are going to update the predicted model by creating that predictive experiment. For that, you are going to use web service input, which you are going to connect with the score model. Once you have connected it with the score model, you will be able to publish your model. And then we are going to evaluate by putting in our own inputs in it. When we are going to publish to it, it is going to provide us the actual, update onto it. Now let's quickly put our inputs in that, and then we are going to see the result. Now let's see and test how the output is going to be. So here we are going to put our inputs and we are going to test it. So let's quickly click on test. So here is the test. When we are going to click onto it, we are going to put the age. Let's put the age as, okay, so we are going to put the age 35. We are going to put work class as government. We are going to put the education. Education, you can put any badge or BTech. And here you are going to put the occupation as manager. Native country, US. Now we are going to check. And here you are going to get the result. So what exactly you are going to get over here? All right, everyone, this is a very important aspect which we have learned in today's session. It means creating a machine learning pipeline using Azure Machine Learning Studio. So basically, when you are going to enter into any industry, nowadays, each and every model is taking help of AI. So all the pipelines and everything is being done on cloud. So cloud is using AI to run the machine learning modules and taking that into consideration. So this becomes a very, very important task in nowadays. So today, let's see how like we are going to revise by putting in all the things together, what we have concluded, how we have done that. So what we are going to do, we are going to use code writing using machine learning, Azure Machine Learning Studio. Azure Machine Learning Studio is a powerful user-friendly platform that lets us drag and drop components to build, train, and deploy machine learning models. We have walked through to an end-to-end example using one of the sample data set that was like income prediction, which we have used in the first linear regression. Why I am taking similar data sets and similar models? Because you can connect and you can see the better understanding you are going to get about the data, the more valuable insights or a better machine learning model you will be able to create. We have understood till now that how the workflow from importing data to evaluating and deploying a model is going to work by taking step-by-step aspects of it. Now, moving ahead, what we have learned over here, all those steps are very crucial. These are all linked with the same thing which we have learned in machine learning. We have imported all the libraries. In this, the libraries are already there pre-inbuilt. Second part which we have done, we have taken a sample data. If you feel like, keep trying taking another data set and run these analogies to make sure that your model is being created. You're going to follow the same similar steps which we have done in this session. Now, once you are done with that, next step is going to come, that is going to be testing, splitting the data. Split data is absolutely the important part. How you are going to split, what rate you are going to put the test size to or the training size to, each and every aspect is going to give you an overview of it. Moving ahead, that is like how you are going to get started. So step number one, which we have taken, let's understand what machine learning studio is. Basically, when you are talking about machine learning studio, it's a no code, or you can say low code platform designed for both beginners and professionals. You can visually create machine learning workflows using a drag and drop you can say canvas or designer. Basically, we have created a pipeline in the designer. It supports regression classification, clustering, and more. Basically, we have done a simple model which you have created. I would suggest one more thing which you can try on, that is using neural network, or you can say deep learning. So instead of using two class boosted tree, if you are going to use two class neural network, I think that is going to take you to another extent of using deep learning into consideration. You are going to explore more by going to Microsoft Learn platform, and there you are going to search how Azure pipeline is going to work. You are going to get a better vision there, how you are going to get started with, what you are going to work with. So each and every aspect is well explained there. It's a web-based platform for building machine learning model. You are not going to write any code. No need to open Python or ideally or Visual Studio Code or Google Colab. You're not going to write any single code. It's suppose drag and drop. So you are going to drag and drop. So it's like completely beginner friendly. So all the students who are very new to it, so this is for them. However, it would be great if you are going to explore the previous sessions which we have taken on regression. So I think that is going to be helpful for all of you. Moving ahead, let's quickly see how you are going to get started with it. To begin, it requires to success Machine Learning Studio online. So what we are going to do, first of all, you are going to sign in. You are going to go to https://ml.azure.com. You are going to log in with your Microsoft ID. If you don't have any Microsoft account, so kindly create one. Once you are there in that, you are going to sign up by putting your first free trial, which is going to end for 30 days. So you are going to create that, you are going to leverage all the things into it, and then you are going to navigate to the designer tab. You are going to click the plus sign, then you are going to go to the new, and then you are going to create a pipeline to start with your machine learning project. Now, how many of you have started working with this drag and drop tools before? You must have like started any drag and drop, whether you are working with code or without code. It could be Scratch, it could be any of those platforms. If you have done that, there are free credits for students. All right. Understand Azure for education. So you are going to leverage because you all are students. So if you have student ID, you can explore free credits for students also. All right, so it's absolutely free. You are not going to worry how you are going to get started with, whether you needed to pay. You need not to pay a single penny to get started with, but to make sure that it is not going to go into wrong hands. So because it's a cloud platform and most of the companies are there, so they usually take all the details so that you can get started. You are going to be charged in pay as you go model if you have consumed your free trial only then, and for the only service which you are taking. All right, it is not going to ask you useless money for that. So please don't worry about it. I'm guiding you and you can get started. As of now, I was working with pay as you go model. Going ahead, let's see how you are going to utilize, or we have actually done using simple or sample data set, which was Intro to Azure provides built-in sample data set, and you can explore much more. There are a lot of samples for a lot of kind of machine learning. If you wanted to create SVM, you can create SVM. If you wanted to get started with any other, any model, apart from just machine learning, if you wanted to get started with Keras, TensorFlow, each and everything you can do. As of now, I have done a very simple model which was for the beginners. So once you are hands-on, you are going to explore more. You make yourself feel free to explore more over there. So you can search for automobile price data, which was a raw data. You can drag and drop that into the canvas. You can visualize and preview the data first, and then you can get started. Always explore your data before you model. So that is one key point or tip which I would like to share among all of you, because if you are, I have already shared machine learning works on, patterns. If you are unable to find patterns, definitely it is not going to help you. If there is no pattern, your model is going to be failed. Less than 50%, any model is a failure model. So make sure whatever data you are taking, any sample data, structured or unstructured, supervised or unsupervised, you have to visualize each and every data to find patterns. Whether you are working with machine learning automated model or you are doing it on Visual Studio Code or Google Colab. So this is one key point, and that's why we created it a no forgettable step when you are considering of creating any model. Moving to the next part, which is data pre-processing. This is the next step, which comes a very important phase, like cleaning and preparing your data. If it requires, then you can clean. Otherwise, what you can do, you can select columns in the data set to pick relevant features, like if you are creating for car resale. So right now I'm going to take an example of the data set which you can select, right? So that is selecting a car or car resale value. So you can choose like horsepower, make price, handle missing values like clean missing datas or normalize numerical features if needed. Pre-processing is actually cleaning the data so that you are going to get the benefit of all the things which you are aspiring for, which you want that. So basically you are giving an input, like you write a prompt in ChatGPT to get the output or desired output. If there are some flaws in your data, definitely the output which you are going to get is of no use. So you needed to make sure that the data which you are getting, it doesn't have any null value. So the cleaning is done. It should create some patterns. You should be visualizing, you should be selecting the columns which are required, like in the model which we created on machine learning, Azure Studio, that was about income prediction. So we have selected only 6 columns out of 15 columns, right? So all those 11 columns which was not of use, we have not selected. However, in the data, we are going to select more of the data. Definitely it is going to enhance the accuracy. But we have considered the data which were more relevant towards our output. Sometimes we tend to take the data which is of no use, and it decreases the accuracy percentage of our machine learning model. So you needed to make sure, you should be at a stage where you can define whether this particular column is relevant or not, so that you will be able to get when you are going to visualize the data, when you are going to read and go through the data. All right. So pre-processing impact model accuracy heavily. Don't skip it. What you can do, you can try changing selected columns, observe the results later. So what you can do, you can create the model by taking all the columns into consideration, and then later you can change and then see the difference between the accuracy in both the models which you created. Because this is drag and drop, you need not to write any change or code. You are just going to add certain columns and delete certain columns. That's the only part which you will be doing, and it is going to give you the desired result, what exactly you are striving for. Moving forward, it's about training the model. With clean data, we can train the model, right? And that is what we have done in our model. You are going to use split data to drive into 70 training and 30 testing. Choose a model like linear regression or decision tree, drag train model, and accordingly you are going to put that inside it. You can choose any regression model. It depends on how you are going to select which is going to give you the better accuracy. You are going to get the train model, you are going to choose the decision tree or the regression model, and then you are going to connect your inputs with it, that your training data is going to go into this model to get trained. Then you are going to set label target, that you wanted to train on what. You are going to train the model on income, or you wanted to train the model on the car prices, because that is the entire output which you are going to get. So that is one thing which you will be targeting. So this was our training segment. You are going to check the drag and drop configuration which replaces the complex coding. So it is all for you, with which you are going to get away from the complex side, and it's like just drag and drop. Only thing which you needed to understand is the steps. all steps why I could have taken this session in the beginning also, because it does not require any coding, right? Why I am taking this session as module 6, because all the steps which you have done previously, those are very important. Once you have understood those steps, now you are at a stage to get started with it. And that's why I have introduced this particular step in, or you can say as module number 6, because with this you can understand why we have replaced what regression model you will be using, because that is completely your choice. If you don't understand the data and if you don't know what regression is going to make sense over here as per the data, then I think your model is failed. So you needed to make the decision. This is completely your choice. You needed to see what best suited for your model. Moving ahead, it's like evaluating the model. Now we have done the testing and the training part. Now is the time to test the data, how well your model performs. And basically, you are going to use score model to predict prices on the best data, right? And you are going to take the evaluate model, which we have done in today's class. We have evaluated the model to see the performances using like R square, MEA, and RSME. These matrices help us understand accuracy and identify if the model needs improvement, or is it okay? Is it providing the better outcome or not? It is going to show a comparison between different models, if the model has that or not, or if the model is working perfectly or not. Basically, it's exactly same like we have done in our previous model, which we created on Visual Studio Code. The actual and the predicted value, the differences. If the differences is huge, it means the model requires some more refinery, right? You are going to check, you are going to change either the regression method, or you are going to change how it is working. So these are all things which you are going to take care when you are evaluating it. Once the evaluation is done, you are going to publish. You are satisfied with the model. It's the time to deploy it. Now, what are the steps which you are going to involve in it? You are going to click to run and execute the pipeline end to end. You are going to select the inference pipeline, and you are going to run real-time inferences. You are going to deploy web service to integrate it with any application. This is how we make our model useful in the real world. Now, there is one more thing which I don't want to forget mentioning, that is monitoring endpoint or scaling services in Azure. Azure is one such platform where all these services are really, connecting web services for consumption. So you can deploy it. Now, what are the real world applications when you are using machine learning Azure model? You have learned this real world cases. You have created some of them. It's all about manufacturing, predictive maintenance, and in retail demand forecasting, or in healthcare also you can use these. So these are not just like simple models. You can create predictive maintenance model, you can create customer churn prediction, you can create price forecasting, as well as healthcare diagnosis. And it has been we all have been using it. All these predictions, whether weather predictions are there, or you wanted to see any earthquake, or like any prediction related to any sort of stock market, is being utilizing machine learning models to predict the stock prices. So there is a huge scope, a huge thing which is coming up. Now there are certain tips for you to get started with simple. You are going to get started very simple first model like the way we have done today, and try sample data. You can use Azure Machine Learning Docs for help. It's like it has great tutorials available. You can document your pipeline steps. It helps with debugging and learning. And there are some former peer groups for project-based learning. And please don't afraid. Experiments makes you better. It's the best way to learn machine learning. The more you are going to experiment, the more you are going to learn. So these were the tips. And this was all about like machine learning, how you are going to get started, what you are going to do, how you are going to create Azure Machine Learning account. It's completely free for the students, or at least if you are beginner, first 30 days are entirely free. So you can put your card details, need not to worry about it. It's entirely free. Just be more cautious of what you are clicking. If you are going to click onto any paid service, then only it is going to charge. So that's a disclaimer. So you are going to read all the instructions, terms and conditions very, very carefully. So today what we have done, today we have explored how to build a machine learning model pipeline without using any code. From the data to pre-processing, training, evaluation, and deployment, all using Azure Machine Learning Studio. Today, the data set which we have taken, it was adult sensor income prediction model, which we have created on Azure Machine Learning. And you are going to get on your machine learning account. You need not to wait or go towards the resources. The data sets is already available, but please do not forget to visualize the data, because that is the most important thing which you can do. So this was all about today's session. We have done a thorough review of it. In case if you still find any doubt in it, or you are struggling, or you are waiting for any sort of things, feel free to share with us. We are here to help you out. Now, one last thing which I would like to share with all of you, it was how some of you are little skeptical to get started with Azure Machine Learning Studio. Azure Machine Learning Studio is simple. In the next class, maybe I will be covering one more, which is Google Machine Learning Studio, which we can explore. You can get try and you can put your hands-on activities on that. It has also the same. On cloud, you are going to take the sample data and you are going to get started with a similar model. It also has drag and drop. So that is what we will be covering. And I'll be making sure that you are going to get all of this. Some of you, if you are finding it difficult to get started with Azure Machine Learning, if you are familiar with Google, you can get started with Google Cloud Platform also. That is also one of the things which we will be exploring. So stay tuned, everyone, and I'm going to catch up in the next session. Keep learning and be motivated. Machine learning is hell a lot, and there are a lot of things to experiment and to learn and to experience. So stay tuned and keep learning. Thank you, everyone.